Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that
if I just keep my eyes shut, maybe this time it'll be enough.
So I need the dark. Without you here I would never see the stars. I'm headed for you, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high. You are my star. We are connected, misdirected to the high.
Then we collide.
Say it slow right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say it slow right now, left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything.
Takes a low roll, takes a high roll, takes another high roll. Oh my goodness me! Well, and he's just going to end it.
Good evening, everyone. It's me again, One's Helper, back with Blitz Premier Cup Season 4. It's going to be Stage 1 Group Stage, the first day. Tonight we'll be following Quick versus Jokes and then Vale versus Win. Only two best of 5 games to follow. So this stream is not going to be long, but on Wednesday it will be longer. No matches will be held tomorrow. As you all know, it will be the update 9.3. So hopefully Wargaming won't mess up the update, and pray that everything will run smoothly. But let's actually go through the group stage format. The stage 1 group stage format will be a single round robin format. So it's simply just each team playing all the other teams once, and because there are 6 teams in each group, this means each team will play the other 5 teams once. So it's pretty simple. Just I don't think I have to explain too much in detail about that. Same as Saturday, it will be a best of 5 format. So the team that wins the first 3 matches will win the fixture. There are 2 qualification routes, and it's the best if you take the top 2 spot, because that will bring you directly to the upper bracket of stage 3. If the team finishes first in the first place, they will qualify directly to the second round. If they finish at the second place, they will qualify to the first round. So if you finish first, then you don't have to play the first game of Friday. You just have to. I forgot the exact term for that. Again. If you do finish 3rd and 4th, then you will qualify to stage 2 last chance tournament, and this is pretty much your final chance to impress the audience and to keep your hopes alive in the Blitz Premier Cup. Only 2 teams from 4 possible teams there can qualify to stage 3 upper bracket first round. I'm not going to go too deep into the tiebreakers, but it will be better than the the situation will be better than the wildcard tournament, whereby it's possible to have 2 teams tied with the same number of set wins. And in this situation, we will take into account the head-to-head fixture victories, because they only play each other once and there are no draws. This is possible to break. This is the qualification format for you. We begin with the group stage in stage 1. Best of 5 single round robin, 6 teams per group. And I explained how placing different positions in each group will consequently go. And I just have to, you know what? Forgot to bring my iPad up to check the chat. I'm just going to do that for a moment. Other than that, the stage 3, it will be a little bit different than the previous seasons. This time we're not going to be doing a half double elimination. It's genuinely, authentically a double elimination. So all the 6 teams there will have 2 lives. Right. I think the most complicated stuff, if I use the laser pointer, will be deciding which team will face the second placing teams of groups 1 and 2. And in this situation, it all depends on which group those 2 qualifiers are from. So if they are from the same group, then we will have the second of that group versus the 4th, and the 3rd place will face the second of the other group. Hopefully that will be simple enough. I'm going to actually explain a bit more in detail in the next slide, I think. Next few slides. Not sure which slide we have the groups. But if they are from different groups, it's simple. They just play against the second placing team of another group. So it's just looking at fixture D and fixture E here. They're just going to play the teams that are from different groups, so they can't play with the same opponent as in stage 1 again if the qualifiers are from different groups. But let's hope it's going to be this situation, then everything will be simple. Well, let's actually move on before we spend too much time. So this is the schedule. Tonight it will be the stage 1 group 1 stage 1 group stage. We play the first and the second rounds, or the first and second games. Just have to make sure he can hear me. I think so. I think he can hear me. Seems people in the chat don't seem to kind of react weirdly. I just have to double check my OBS. It's fine. Anyhow, I just have to move stuff over. Anyhow, we take a break tomorrow. For the most obvious reason to being that update 9.3 will come tomorrow. And day 3. We will have 3 rounds to go, and it will take the same time as Saturday. So this day will be the most anticipated day, because that will decide the placing of each group. And then we'll go directly to stage 2 last chance tournament. The day 5 we have the day 5 to 7, the stage 3 games. Good thing about bad thing about day 5. Well, maybe not bad for some teams, but it will take a really long time. It will take a really long time. You might expect a 3-hour stream, but not for my stream. For Nubita's stream, for example, it will go from 8 to 11 potentially. The the upside. I'm not sure if that's a word. The good side about going late into Friday. If you go into upper bracket final or upper bracket third round, you don't have to play day 6. That's a plus. So if you manage to qualify to the upper bracket final, then you don't have to play day 6, and you earn a well-deserved break. But it will be very simple for day 5. So the teams, if they win, they stay and they keep on playing. If they lose, they are done for the day. Same goes for day 6 and day 7. If they win, they keep on going. Hopefully this kind of schedule for stage 3 is not confusing. I think it's quite straightforward. If you win, just keep playing until there are no more rounds to play. Oh, for that day. Here we go. This is stage 1 groups. So group 1, we have Veil, Win, APA, Immortals, Serenity, and Zenith. They were drawn on Saturday. And for stage 2, for group 2, we have Jokes, Sparta, Pink, Endgame, Raid, and Quick. And Pink is also known as the Outsiders team. Probably will call them as such because this is this is put in the application initially. So the Outsiders team. I don't think I won't be streaming them tonight. A couple of streamers will be following Pink, and they will show us some exciting games for sure. For me, I think Group 1 is the group of death. I do think like all 5 teams, all 6 teams here have a good chance of qualifying. I don't think any team here will be a sure dropout or surely going to finish at 5th or 6th. I mean, same goes for Group 2, but it actually appears that Group 1, the quality is quite similar to me, in my opinion. And I think I have to explain. For example, let's actually take this as example. Veil first wins 2nd, APA 3rd, and Immortals 4th. If the qualifiers from stage 2 are APA and Immortals, Win will face Immortals in the upper bracket first round. And if it's in this order, Group 2, Jokes first, Sparta second, etc., Sparta will face APA. I hope this is self-explanatory. So same thing goes to same thing goes to the other way round. So let's say if Pink and Endgame qualify from their group in stage 2, then Win will face Endgame. Win will face the Outsiders team Pink, and Sparta will face Endgame. Hopefully that will explain everything you need to know about what teams will the matchups for upper bracket first round in stage 3. I would say hello to Riley there. The maps are same as in the summer season 2022. New way to play tournament. You know the maps. Not going to say the name of each map. This is scheduled tonight. As you may know already, I'll be following Quick vs Jokes in the first game, and the second game will be Veil versus Win. The maps are Normandy, Ghost Factory, and Mayan Ruins. For the first round, or the first game, the second round, we have Fort Despair, Descent, and Yukon. The time will, the first matches will begin in around 5 minutes from my time, and 45 minutes later, it will be this second round. As always, I implore you to donate to this tournament, as it will be very helpful indeed. This tournament can only happen with the support of the community, and we'll be very thankful even if you donate a small amount. That will really help us a lot to continue organizing such exciting community tournaments, and I hope you all enjoy the games on display tonight. And this is pretty much me. What I have to say. Right, so there were some training room issues. There were training room issues, but I believe it's been solved. I'm just going to join the room now, and I just have to find. Yeah, I believe it's good. Now, quick versus jokes. I'm just going to go back to the lounge. So this is group 1, all the rounds of the fixtures here, and meanwhile, group 2. Just going to show exactly like that. But we'll follow quick versus jokes in the first round. I'm going to put that there still. Jokes, if you all know, they ranked first in the wildcard tournament, and they're in group 2. And this is going to be this is going to decide might not be the deciding match here, but this will probably kickstart the campaign of these two teams, relatively new teams. Quick team, most of them were from Mason, and they finished in 3rd place in the summer season. Part of them were in Illuminous in the spring season, where they defeated some really great teams there. So Quick will be a team that is going to show us some exciting matches, and they were in pot 3. So some good performances against jokes, or the other way round, could shape up how the rhythm of this group will go. Jokes, on the other hand, they have members from APA and Phoenix, so this is pretty much a Polish team. And this concoction of the players here, it's going to be interesting. This is also a relatively new team, so whether they can gel together quickly enough, as we saw on Saturday, they gave us some really good games. So let's actually go to the room, because I think the matches will begin in a minute or so. Right, so as you can see here, Quick versus Jokes. Let's see what tanks they're going to pick. And meanwhile, we're just going to go back to the lounge as I check the chat. Right, I believe they are now ready to go. It's going to change back, and we will go into Normandy. Go to Normandy. That's the right map. I have my doubts.
Time to roll out.
Just have to check. I believe it's the right map, I think. I just have to have faith in that. Anyway, let's go up high with Quick. Red team from the south spawn, Jokes, blue team from the north spawn. And we're seeing Punisher already spotting some groups. No, sorry. That's kind of interesting, driving some tanks on Joke's side already, but Jokes have oh my gosh, I'm mixing everything up. Quick, they got some spots first. They've spotted tanks of Jokes on the blue team. On the north side with Jokes, I don't think they received any information because they don't have like tank. The the upside of not taking a light tank for Jokes is that they have more hit points. And the downside is that they have to kind of guess a bit of where Quick tanks are positioned. As for Quick, they will have to rely on Punisher, and he got A sneakily, which is going to be ever so important because that will elicit a reaction from Jokes to rotate. They don't have the cap lead in this situation. They don't have 2 caps. So this means Quick will have 6 cap points of increase per 2 seconds. Oops. Appears Avery has some issues with the stream. This is not good. Ooh, Jokes! Take tackle! Oh, already got some hits, and A is now getting captured. This is going to be important if Quake is able to reset Jokes. Oh, you can see Ice Hunter coming in to stop the cap from getting captured from Joke's side. Both teams have lost some hit points. And there will be a lot of action happening around A, but I won't be surprised if Jokes is going to make a rotation on the other side. But look at Jokes, they are very separated, and Quake also. I mean, Quake is pretty much defending at this point, and Jokes need to rotate. But I'm not sure reaction is he going to see alone. I mean, Quick is sensing some action around D, and they are really fortifying their lineup there. And Jukes is trying once again to get A. It's not going to be successful. You have Striker and Punisher trying to decap A. These 2 tanks have lost a lot of hit points already, and I believe Jokes is not a really good idea to get A. I think these 2 tanks are going to lose even more hit points, and this is what happens if you keep on insisting on getting A. They're losing more and more hit points now. The hit points are now close. We're going to be seeing a push come in from Marcina, backside of Ice Hunter. Quick needs a reaction to that. And also the focus fire. If Ice Hunter is removed from this match, then it could change things. Now Quick is coming in to support Ice Hunter, but it's going to be the first tank down. Quick needs the focus fire now. But they're focusing different targets. Masakota and Marcinek are showing the hit points. Jokes doing better on the front in terms of focus fire. They're trying to get Cedric out of the fight. The hit points are still in favor of Jokes, however, Masakota is now dead, Cedric's now dead, Jokes have one more tank alive, and they're looking to get Marcinek out of the way. Forever Ivan is kind of confused in the tank they're looking for. The ARWV is now coming to support Quick's team, and Quick really look disorganized here, however. Jokes simply capitalizing on Quick's disorganization, and ARWV will be the focus for Jokes here. Marcinek is now removed from the battlefield. ARWV as well. El Polaco is now one shot, will be done by Punisher. Yes, and it will be the case. Forever Ivan will be the focus for Jokes, leaving only Striker and Punisher left on the battlefield, and Striker is still farming at the back. But I'm not sure. Maybe he has done quite some damage from the backside, but it doesn't seem that Quick is organized in this one. Jokes, despite insisting on capturing A, that doesn't seem to be a major mistake to Quick at all. And Punisher is trying to run away. Sinking of Nika, great shot into Punisher. Reaction coming from behind, looking to get Punisher. Punisher is trying to run away now, and it will be the case. Jokes will get the caps first. Great job to Jokes. That was some really good focus fire. Despite, I think it was not a good play to insist on getting A. Wow. Right. And it's actually Normandy first. I should not doubt my room moderator getting the wrong wrong map, but here we go. Jokes, 5 tanks no more in 2k, and Strike and Quick, 2 tanks no more in 2k. I don't think that's a good start for Quick here. The focus fire is very off. We have to say it's very off to there. Jokes the focus fire is much better, and you can see the difference already if you get the focus fire in, right? So it's quite different to what we saw with Cash. Cash, they couldn't get their penetrations, but this time Quake, the focus fire is off. So if Quake wants to win the games, they need to get that sorted as soon as possible. Jokes, hopefully they didn't insist too much on getting caps, because trying to get A when you get shot by a lot of times and when it's so obvious that you aren't going to get that cap, don't try and get that cap again. Look for rotation, look for the weak spots in Quake's defensive setup, and it's quite obvious that Quake is kind of isolated on different pockets of the map. So let's go back in. And I hope we will be seeing some improvements from both of these teams in this second match here. There we go. Quick, red team from the south spawn with Jokes, blue team from the north spawn. Let's follow Punisher for a moment here in the back chat, and he will go to capture D. Trying to get the cap lead first, but usually for me, I would send light tank to get the spots, so you know firsthand what the enemy team is doing and information. But still, it's a valid move that you get the cap lead first, and they got D first, so the pressure is on Jokes whether to get the cap lead back or to make a rotation and push very soon. And what Reaction is doing here is trying to spot if any quick tanks are near A. But as you can see, Forever Ivan is in this position to reset A, and at this sort of distance, you can't really spot, and with this bush as well to his right, you can't really spot Forever Ivan. So Reaction, it's treading carefully. He is looking at A. The attention's all on A. Normandy, there are 4 caps. If you B cap is very difficult to get. Most teams will get D and C first, so they will get 1 cap each. So the focus, the attention will go to A, and you can see the teams are trying to work really hard to find the best spots to reset A. And this is what these two teams are doing. They're really paying a lot of attention on A, and if they could get A, there will be a lot of leverage. And at the moment, it seems that both teams are not going to get A, so both teams will have 3 cap points of increase per 2 seconds. It's all going to be whether, it's going to be Jokes that needs to make a move. They need to read what Quick is doing. They need to figure out the positions of Quick. At the moment, Quick is positioned heavily on D, near D, so Jokes can't really push into D, but they don't know this yet. They have the light tank. They don't have the light tank, so this is going to be really, really difficult for them. And this is why maps like Normandy, you would really want to get that light tank, really have that light tank or medium tank in your squad. If you're going to actually use a somewhat conventional strategy, I would say this is quite a conventional strategy. Some other teams, they don't use the light tank or medium tank, but usually they're playing really aggressively, and that means that light tank and medium tank, the row that it brings, it won't be that important. But it's not the case here. Jokes, they will have trouble finding where to rotate. So once again, I believe it's possible they're really going to get A, trying to get the cap lead back. There's still lots of time left. We could see both, all 4 minutes being used up. If you do the math, that is possible. We could go into a camps DFS. We hope that's not going to happen, because our viewers would be very disappointed and bored for seeing that. And we're seeing some actions now. We're seeing some rotations from Quick. Quick is rotating with the Type 71's Ice Hunter only the strong, from the back, from their spawn, maybe just go for A. And Jokes is also pushing that lineup near B as well, They have to make sure they don't get spotted though, because if they are spotted, if they see some heavy tanks, oh no, they saw that rotation happening. They are sensing that there will be something going on for A. We can see a lot of action happening on A, and Striker, on the other hand, would try to get C sneakily, and Jokes actually have to be really careful about that. Quick, can snatch that cap lead here. Oh, big shots on to Punisher. Oh, that is unfortunate. But I'm not sure. I think Striker is hesitating a little bit. He's worried that there are a lot of tanks of Jokes near C, and he's actually pulling back. And Quick actually doesn't need to push too much out here. And we can see actually now, Sinker of Nika is going for D. He's trying to get Striker out of the way. Oh no, Striker is actually in trouble. Can Sinker of Nika and his companion put the shots in and do enough damage on the D side? Meanwhile, Quick might need to do something on A. But Jokes, I don't know, Quick looks very isolated here, looks very separated, but they're looking to make a push here, but also is so far in the back. What is he doing back there? Oh dear, Quick, this is not a good move. Batchat's coming here coming to support Striker, but is he going to be too late though? Jokes is now rushing en masse to get Ice Hunter out of the match, but the hit points are now in favor of Jokes here. Zinkier of Nika is actually the first tank down. That Batchat is actually doing something. Potentially Quick could win the D side, and Jokes really need to get those tanks out. Ice Hunter doing his best as much as he could to survive. Actually, Jokes have missed a huge opportunity to win both A flank and D flank here. Quick is allowed to breathe here. It's all about focus fire now. Jokes finally get Cedric out. They got Striker out as well. Masikota is dead. Punisher supporting the D side proves to be so important. But with Ice Hunter also almost out of the battlefield as well. Jokes now has a cap lead. They have both A and C. There's only 1 minute left to go. At this moment in time, Jokes is going to win based on cap points. It's all about, oh, big bounce from El Placo onto Punisher. That could have been very crucial indeed. Reactions are now dead. Ice Hunter is now dead. It's now 3 versus 4. The cap was still in favor of Jokes. This is very disorganized. This is pandemonium written all over. Also, he's dropping the reactive armor, but it's too late because when he drops the reactive armor, he was already on 2 shots. Marcinek puts a great shot to Forever Ivan. And I think this is going to be Jokes, but Quick has 2 tanks still alive. Hit points still neck and neck. Oh, I don't know. This is going with which way Taco. It's a 1 shot. He's going to kill Taco. That's going to be really important. Venu, very slow actually. I don't know, it could go to Quick. This is really tight indeed. El Blanco cannot fluff this shell. Oh, actually, Vanu is the one doing the kill, and we used up all 7 minutes. Jokes, by the skin of their teeth, got next the win with more cap points. What a game this is! This is so chaotic. We love to see that, but. Jokes 4 tanks doing more than 2k. Quick 4 tanks doing more than 2k. I don't know. That Batchat was so important, supporting the isolated tank on D proves to be so important to even the numbers up. And in the end, they won that side. Could have been the turning point of the entire match. Jokes unable to win that side, unable to take that Type 71 out of the game immediately. Could have been costly. And also Jokes failing to push on the A side with the numbers they have. Also almost costed the game as well. I mean, Quick by no means. They are having it smoothly too. They are also quite disorganized, and they really need to sort that out, because this is probably if the teams are watching the streams tonight, this is probably they're probably changing their strategies a little bit to address this weakness that Quick has, and also Jokes has. They have to be really careful about that. They really need to be at 100%. We are now back to Ghost Factory, Jokes on match point, and Quick. This is a last chance now. This is their last chance now. If they don't improve on their mistakes in the previous 2 matches, then I fear for them. I fear for them here. Let's look at Punisher here. Punisher may be looking for spots and reaction. On the other hand, we'll be looking to get the spots up as well. But I think most of the action will be happening around the factory area. Let's go to El Polaco here, trying to get B first. But can he get it more quickly? Oh, they got it at the same time. Quick, with 2 times capturing C. The cap was going to increase quite evenly. I think it's at the same time. But A has been captured by reaction. That means Jokes will have the cap lead, and I think they will pull back. It's going to be Quick that needs to make a rotation here now. And let's see what they're going to do. They need to figure out what to do with this. Striker will be very important in that light tank. Spotted Masakota, there's at least 1 tank, but look at Jokes. It's going to sit back. They don't have to do much, but they do have to be really careful about B. I think B will be the cap they are going to put a lot of focus on. Potentially A as well, but reaction in that object 140 will get the most important spots. They have 2 medium tanks this time, while Quick has 2 light tanks. This is going to be the battle between medium and light tanks. They're really going to be vital in relaying the information for them. At the moment, Quick is still reading. They are still reading what reading the positions of Jokes. They haven't spotted a lot of tanks. They probably don't know the spots of Venue and also seen Kironika. I mean, this is pretty much the positions that you would take to defend me, and also having a look at a push potentially coming from the south side. And meanwhile, Forever Ivan is spotted, and this is why you need that Object 140 here. And shots been fired. Forever Ivan is trying to go into A, and Jokes know there are tanks going into A. Are they going to make a reaction on the other side? It seems so. And Quick again. They are quite isolated, especially there's a Type 71 pretty far back there. I think Jokes is going to make use of this opportunity to make a push now, but they're hesitating at the moment. If they hesitate a lot, Quick could wrap around the forces quickly, and it's all about Jokes. Jokes needs to focus fire, needs to group up. And let's look at Marcinek here. They're looking for only the strong out of the match. Marcinek, great shot there. And I think Jokes has dropped the ball here. They're looking to get those tanks in the factory as soon as possible. Masakota is now out. Only the strong is now on Oxysovi. It's going to be out of the match as well. And that, ooh, it's taken out now. Also, he's taken out. But Forever Ivan is going to get a reaction out of the match. This has descended into anarchy now. Shots fired into Forever Ivan. Ivan got Sinkironika out of the match. This is going to go up really evenly. The Capwins are still in favor of Quick, but Ivan is now out of the match. Ice Hunter needs to get reaction out. Can he use the... Oh no! Tic Tac, that gun blocked the shot of Ice Hunter now. Ice Hunter has to reload a really long time. And this has allowed Jokes to pull a good hit point pool advantage away from Quick, and reactions now out. Quick's trying to get all the caps as a last-ditch effort. They don't have the guns. Oh, they do have the guns still, but they don't have the cap hit points. Can they bank on those cap points to win this one instead? Strike is now out to 2 versus 3. This is going to go really tense, really intense indeed. They have 3 caps. This is good. If they survive long enough, it's going to be their game. And that option one for the Punisher is trying to get out of the fight to address this issue, to secure quick the win. I mean, everything is in disarray in the factory, and you can see lots of complicated focus fire going on. Both teams trying their hardest to get their focus fire right. And this time Quick is a lot more close to one another, and I really like how they try to get all the caps as a last ditch effort, and you really want to do that. I mean, even if you don't play too well, a win is a win, right? A win is a win, even if that is an ugly win. It's what matters the most in the end. At the end of the day, a win is all you need. And no one will empathize you if you play really beautifully, but you still don't get the win. Jokes 4 times doing more than 2k, and Quick 3 times doing more than 2k. Well done to Quick this time, Jokes. I think a bit of hesitation going on this game, especially when the Object 140 relayed information, especially that Type 71 so far away from the rest of the team. You would have thought that Jokes would group up nicely and get those tanks out as soon as possible. And I think that kind of hesitation allowed Quick to respond quickly so that they are not too spread out in the end. And Quick getting all those caps, especially getting A. I mean, A and D getting captured, and Jokes unable to get those 2 caps proved to be vital. So this time, are we going to be seeing something similar for Quick? And Jokes is now ready. This is so exciting. Jay, if you, we'll see if we have time to look back at Normandy's second match. But he's asking why there is no decap from the bat chat. I mean, at the heat of the situation, I mean, the adrenaline can run really high, and you can forget some of the most obvious stuff. That happens to even to the best team of the server, of the game, even. And the best teams, why they are better than the teams below is they can micromanage even at the most stressful moments. And this is how you win the matches as well. If you can take good notice of the tiny details, sometimes that can be the separation, the separating factor between the two teams. Now, Quick going for quintuple Type 71s, 1 T100 LTs and the 60 TP. Jokes going for triple Type 71s, double VK 72.01k, a T100 LT and a VFV215B. This time, Quick, red team from the south spawn with blue team. It will be Jokes from the north spawn. Let's head up high and see. Are we going to be seeing lots of action around the factory area again? It appears to be so. Let's follow only the strong. And the Type 71 looking to knock down these walls, not walls, doors. Barn doors, and we'll be getting B. And meanwhile, we have the Punisher trying to get A. Spotted up Marcinek, great information relayed over there. Reaction will be getting D unopposed. That will give Jokes the cap lead. Meanwhile, Marcinek will be able to reset A, so now the cap points are in favor of Jokes. With B captured here, great shots into Tic-Tac-Toe. And yeah, this is going to be interesting now. Tic-Tac-Toe dropped quite a bit of hit points. All Jokes need to do is to preserve the hit points and make sure that C is not going to be decapped. And it's okay if Quick gets A. It's not the end of the world. The cap points are still going to be in favor of Jokes either way. Or you might see an action happening for Marcinek trying to reset A. Won't be happening because what Punisher is doing, trying to hide behind this train, these carriages, so that he's able to get A safely, and he's going to run away. And now both teams have cap points increasing evenly, so it will be 6 cap points per 2 seconds. At this rate, Jux is going to react to this within 2 minutes. Needs to figure out how to rotate. There are only 2 minutes to do so, and I think the focus will be on B again. They can try to decap A. I think that means reaction will be vital in reading the information, and I mean he has to tread really carefully not to lose too many hit points on that. But Quick already diverted most of the forces to B. We could see a counter push happening, and this could throw Jokes off. I really love to see unexpected moves, but it seems Sinker of Nika has spotted up this potential rotation happening. Quick is looking to get D, but they don't have the cap win, so they have to make that rotation actually. So can they get D? Will Jokes make a rotation to get B? They're still defending, they're still hiding, and I think 3 tanks against Sinker of Nika is what Sinker of Nika is trying to buy time. Hide behind this rock, and only the strong is trying to get D. He's trying to get a cap lead now, but at the same time, great job to Light Tank. We'll be trying to get A. Can he get it unopposed? I think it's possible. Or he's trying to get away from A. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but Quick is going to get D, and they will get 3 caps, and Jokes not trying to get A. I'm not sure what Jokes is thinking at this point. They're going to give up their the position advantage, and Punisher is going to deal with reaction. I think now Jokes could be on the back foot here, and Jokes will be looking to get B, but I think that will be too late because the Quick has the cap points back, and I think Jokes has missed a huge opportunity to bring it back. To bring it back. B is now going to be captured, but I think it's going to be too late. They have to make a move sooner or later, and I think this is going to be a good move from Quick. They're looking to get Sinker and Nika out of the fight. But and Jokes needs to do something. They have to do something. Quick does not have the hit points. They have the cap points. They're trying to get B. They're closing in. All Quick needs to do is to survive, and Ice Hunter has to be careful here. He doesn't want to lose too many hit points. The rest of the Jokes forces are coming in. Oh, Ivan bounces the shell, using his gun. And Ice Hunter's coming in. They got Venue. The hit points are in favor of Quick now. They have 3 caps once again. And Sinker of Nika kills Oxel with this 1-versus-1 win. For Jokes could be very important actually. They could get A for example. One Strong is now dead. Marcinek's now dead. It's going to be actually a really close thing. TikTok is going to go down, and that kill actually will bring Quick the win. Well done to Quick, getting the caps back. But I have to say, what is Jokes doing here? Not sure what they were thinking. They were disorganized. They were bereft of ideas. They seem to be clueless on what to do with Quick's move. They allowed them to get the cap on the southeastern side. That is the D cap. That allowed Quick to get 3 caps, and then their response, I don't know. They couldn't respond to that. That light tank from Jokes, the reaction tried to cap A, but it seems something is holding them back. And reaction also saw something moving from Quick's side. I would have said Jokes reacted too late in that, and they allowed Quick to get 3 caps for a good amount of time, and that puts Quick in the cap advantage. And Jokes wasn't able to do much. I mean, they were able to capitalize on Quick's slow efficiency of getting the tanks out, but that's a bit too late for them. Quick getting 2 matches back, that is going to give them the boost they need, and I really like how their organization has improved from Normandy matches. This is more like the team we're expecting. Quick is going to force an issue here. And it's now all about whoever can get the focus fire right. My Ruins is a lot more compact, and it's all about organization actually. If you have one tank isolated in one of those long narrow corridors of Mayan Ruins, you're doomed. and Quick has to be careful of that because this is their weakness in the first 2 matches, and Jokes have to be at 100% concentration. They have displayed some really good focus fire at times, but the last 2 matches, their slow reaction cost them the game, and we hope that's not going to happen in this tiebreaker. This is going to define their tempo, the rhythm of a group stage, and this is going to propel them to a good position to take the top 4 spot in that group. And we are seeing Jokes this time. Blue team looking to go into C and maybe sometimes onto B, and Quick will be looking to go for both A and B. And I think Reaction will be getting C first in the Sheridan. I think this is the first time we're seeing tonight. Ooh, great shot into Venue. Cedric's trying to get B. Trying to use this pillar here to get B to shield. But Jokes is well prepared for this move. Quick, can they react to that? Jokes is great focus for the Striker. Quick needs to react now. Striker is going to die if they do anything about that. Down to 1 shot already. The hit points are still very close, but Masakota getting absolutely shot at. And Marcinek is blocking Masakota. This is not good, but it wasn't costly in the end. Marcinek, if it was Endgame or other teams, BPS, let's say, that move could have been really costly. Striker's now dead and looking to get Cedric out of the match as well. Quick is now pushing on to Nika and Venue, but look at Forever Ivan and Ice Hunter. They need to do something from behind. Quick needs to group up. Only the strong as well. They need to group up. Tiktaku's now dead. Cedric's now dead. It's now 5 versus 6. The hit points are in huge favor of Jokes now. Quick, they need to get the focus fire right. And Jokes, their complicated focus fire is on full display here. These 3 tanks are looking for Ice Hunter, potentially, or maybe not. Venue and Zinker Nika's bounce from Marcinek with Punisher. It's a tumultuous situation over here. With Ice Hunter now dead, Punisher dead, hit points are still in favor of Jokes. The guns are in favor of Jokes as well. Massacres is now dead. Jokes, great shot to Oxui. And Marcinek, great kill to Oxui as well. 2 tanks onto only the strong Forever Ivan. It's now the last person remaining on the battlefield. This is very unlike what we saw in the past 2 matches. This is a really quick game. This will go to Jokes. They won on the tiebreaker with 3-2. Wow. And this is a much better performance by Jokes here. Tiktaku doing 0 damage, but this is not going to impede Jokes' momentum in the win. Jokes really like how they set up the positions. They are well prepared for the quick B strat, and it's good to have a good initial strat, but Quick doesn't seem to have a reaction when the initial strat is foiled, is thwarted, is steamied. This is a word I learned recently. It's steamied. That's initial strat got steamied, and they don't have a reaction to that. And when Striker lost so many hit points while trying to get B, Quick was too late in the reaction, and it looked very disorganized in the focus fire as well. And Jokes really capitalized on that, and you can see the complex focus fire in full display. And that efficiency we see is what gives them the victory in the end. So well done to Jokes. 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Quick, only 3 tanks doing more than 2k. That almost equal spread of damage from Jokes is a testament of their good team play. And it's all about the team play here for Jokes. And I think Jokes will need to, I think just a little bit of debrief here. What we saw, some really exciting matches between Quick and Jokes, and I think the takeaway for Quick here is they really need to sort out their positionings at times. When you play at such a big breadth, you really need to make sure you react quickly when the other team is trying to streamline their moves, trying to focus on one single alley or one single way of pushing. And at times, Quick is caught being in different positions, and their cross and their positions may sometimes give them the crossfire, but sometimes it gives the opponent the opportunity to focus fire. And meanwhile, Quick really needs to get their focus fire sorted out. It seems they have lapses in getting in the focus fire, which meant it took longer than needed. It took them longer time than needed to kill off the tanks, and that gives the opponent more higher effective DPM in the end. While Jux, I would say, the reaction all the games they won tonight, it's all about their I mean, especially the last match, it's about their quick reaction, the decisiveness, and that they need to keep their focus fire at the top quality. And we saw them doing some really good focus fire at times, and this is the strength that they need to continue for the rest of the games in the group. And I would really wish all these two teams the best here, because both Quick and Jux have some really good potential here, and I really hope all the best for both these two teams, and I hope they make use of tomorrow's break time to improve on some of the weaknesses I pointed out tonight, and I really wish them all the best. I hope they do really well in the upcoming spring season. No, autumn season. There we go. Okay, we have some resubs going on. I'm just going to remove that for a moment. We have just going to start the tournament. We have Win losing 0-3 against Serenity. Meanwhile, we have Raid winning 3-1 against Sparta. And then Veil 3-1 against Zenith. Okay, and then APA, ooh, that was really close. 3-2 against Immortals, and this is going to be an important win for APA. That will set them, will put them in a really good position for the rest of the games. And this is a crucial match, and that could define their top 2 position. That could mean they could get the top 2, the coveted top 2 position. Okay, next we have. Okay, we know Jokes won against Quick 3-2, and finally Pink won Endgame 3-1. This is a great start for Pink, the Outsiders team. That could mean Pink could finish first in this situation, and Endgame, some of the remaining matches could become very important. The next match, the next opponent they will be facing would be Quick, and they need to get a strong win from that if they want to secure a top 2 position. And we saw Quick and Jukes really close games, and I really love to see that. Next up, we will be following Veil vs Win, and you're in for some amazing matches again. So don't leave my stream just yet. And this is going to be the last matchup for tonight, so so the rest of the group stage 1 will pan out on Wednesday after seeing Veil vs Win, and I believe you're in for some exciting matches, and I believe this is going to define the top 4 as well. Both teams really need the win. Right. So going back to, I'm going to still be on the, still be here. Let's look. I mean, I haven't shown the groups. Haven't shown the results on stream yet. This is the results. You'll see. I'm going to actually refresh the page so that you can see the table change as well. So we are seeing the first victories coming from Veil, Serenity, and APA. And this is the leaderboard. So far, Serenity leading because they have better points difference. Win trailing at the bottom of the table. And if I refresh this page as well, we see the first victory is coming from Jokes, Raid, and Pink. And we can also see that Pink and Raid tied at first place, and due to alphabetical order, Pink will be at the first place for now. Will that change? We'll see we'll see later, because Raid will be facing against Pink. And unfortunately, Endgame will be at the bottom with Sparse. I believe Endgame will be in the 5th place. Yes, so there we go. And I think we will begin our second match, our second games really quickly. I want to remove this screen. And we have some bugs for the rooms. Interesting. Right. I'm just seeing from my Discord chat. And hopefully everything is working fine. It seems there are some issues with the rooms and so on. But hopefully that will be resolved in no time. I will go in. And we begin with Fortress Spa actually. And I'm just going to go up high for now. Vale, red team from the north spawn, and Win, blue team from the south spawn. They are both going to be, I mean, look at this setup. And it's going to be Turtle from north. Getting the spots up for Vale, really important. Spotting 5 tanks, 2 tanks still unspotted, however. And they're really trying to get the corner, trying to get the map positions. But Win does not hesitate. They're going straight. They're going for Fatima, and oh my god. Shots been fired. Win needs to get all the shots in. Can they do so? Win, Vale has responded. There's going to be a 3 versus 3 action here. And Win, they're a little bit slow in getting Kranwagen out of the way. And finally they do. And how about Win? They lost mate from north already. The focus fire maybe is a bit off here, but maybe not, because they have more. Vale has more numbers over to this side, and Win. They are trying to get the real Husky. This is actually really tense, really close. Win are going to fail on this northwestern side. Tilly is actually looking for blue instead. And Tilly will be removed from the battlefield. Rambo is looking to get my bit out of the way as well. This is actually really tense, really close. In fact, blue is now a one-shot on a really long reload in that Kranwagen. Kuma looking to get a shot into the creature. 2 tanks onto 1, and Killer really needs to land that shot in. Or he will have to rely on Turtle to do that. The Turtle in that light tank. You can see it's going to be a really important tank. There are 2 one-shots for Vale. But Vale, they removed Kuma from the battlefield. This is actually... I don't know how this will go. But if Turtle can finish off the Type 71s and not take too many hits, I think... Oh! Some miscommunication happening around here. Rory 12 is now dead. But Turtle wasted the shell and took a hit in the end. Killer is going to be down, and it's a 1 versus 2. No caps being captured at the moment, so that means, can Turtle do it? Can Turtle do it in a 1 versus 2? T100LT against double Type 71s. Can he do it? It's going to be hard. He only has 577 hit points left, and that bounce right there is kind of typical for light tank penetration values, and got rammed to death by the creature. Wow, Win really amping up the tempo of this match, but they were slow in getting tanks out. They were quick in the reaction, but the bounces, I think, it's a similar problem as Cash. They couldn't get the tanks out quickly, and that allowed Vale to breathe, allowed them to respawn. And Vale, they penetrated more shots, and that is how they turned things around. Not a bad idea from Win, but they really couldn't. They weren't quick enough to get those shots, the kills in. I mean, despite the heroics from Turtle from North, wasn't enough. Not enough just yet. And we are going to be seeing Vale 1-0 so far against Win. I'm just hoping everything is resolved.
Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. 3, 2, 1. Hardwired.
Oh well. there were some arguments between the people. Oh well. Hope that is resolved for now. Vale will have the first victory so far tonight, so hasn't gone very smoothly. Well, hopefully that will change. We are already. I think we're just waiting for the room moderator to start the game. But we have 2 minutes of waiting time of break, so they can use this time to talk about strategies and so on. But we now go into the second match on Fort Despair, Vale versus Win. The Marketman is not happy about blue, but now let's see Vale, red team from the south side, Win, blue team from the north side. And we're going to get spots up soon. And great shot into Fatima from Turtle. Great spots as well. That will set the tempo of this match. Vale, despite losing some hit points, they still have a lot of hit points to spare because they are not taking light tank. And a map like Fort Despair, the light tank might not be very important because this map is kind of small. So you don't have to wait too long to rotate, and I have to be. And Rambo is going so aggressive in this position, but Vale is hesitant because they fear that Win might have some tanks over to the corner, but there isn't any. But if Yuri isn't getting shot at, they might be sensing something weird here, isn't it? And especially when Vale are getting pushed from C with 3 tanks. Blue is in deep trouble and Vale needs to respond now. Are they trying to sacrifice Blue like that? Despite Vale still having a lot of hit points, Blue is going to go down very, very quickly. And it's going to be the case when it's all about focus fire. Fatima is going to be next tank to be shot at, but made from north is a remove, and that is going to be an important kill for Vale because they don't have the numbers on this side. And Win is now crowding in, but they're struggling to get the shots. And Vale has done a really good job in hit point push sharing, but MyBit is now killed. And Vale, they took out Rambo as well, the Type 71. Now these 2 tanks are now going to come around and support. And La Criatura is going to be very low in health. Tilly is now removed, and hit was still in favor of Vale at the moment. This is actually really close. La Criatura is now killed, and it's now going to be a 4 versus 4. It's going to be really tight. Turtle from north coming from behind, looking to get Fatima. Killer from north needs to stay alive. Turtle from north kills Fatima. Killer from north removed by Yuri 12. And the focus is now on the real Husky, and that's a good call, I have to say. Kuma is now one shot, the hit points are still in favor of Vale. And Win, oh, that's an important kill onto real Husky. The Turtle from north, that light tank still full hit points. This is going to be really important now. Kuma didn't get killed, but that really important shot there. Kuma now 1 versus 1. Can the Marketman win this fight? Could land a big HE shell, turning it around just enough, but I don't think the Market is trying to use a HE shell, and half bounce from Turtle from north could be very crucial. Now he's dropping the adrenaline. He has to make sure he doesn't fluff the next few shells. Oh dear, this is getting close. They're doing the circle of death, walls around this rubble. And a really great play from Turtle, trying to get C, trying to lure the Marketman to do something. Making use of the corpse here, the WZ-13. That risk is going to be... not sure if this risk is well taken. Oh, taking a hit. I think we can guess this one. Unless he fluffs the shell. Turtle from north, man of the match. Surely that is a really great job from Win. Great focus fire. Vale looks quite disorganized in this one. I think they were a little bit complacent in this one. They thought Win would again struggle with the efficiency of getting the kills. Win this time got the penetrations in, they got the shots in, they got the efficiency, they got the tanks out quickly, and I'm really not sure why they would sacrifice Blue like that. Makes Blue sacrifice unworthy. And he does 0 damage, which is not helping matters at all. And Win, the Turtle from North, doing more than 5,000 damage, and that T100 LT, picking up 4 kills on the way. That is amazing. Win, don't underestimate Win. They are gradually coming back, despite relatively lukewarm performances in the last 2 seasons. They're really trying to make a comeback now, and they are now on to Desert Sands. It's going to be 1-1 for both teams. This is going up evenly, and we love to see it. And there we go. There we go. Vale versus Win. This is a great match to stream. This is going to be a completely different map. We saw Fort Despair, really flat terrain. Desert Sands is it's not flat at all, especially on the western side. Lots of dunes, and it's all about it's all about how down now, and you can do that. And Yuri 12 play. Oh my god, Yuri 12 focus on games. Thank you for removing the messages on the stream chat though. Well, let's follow the market man for now. In Sheridan, getting the spots up. Will he spot up the blue Win tanks going into the desert side? Oh, spotted up the tanks. Shots in to Win tanks. No, they cross the rails safely. Luckily, actually, we actually get some hits. They potentially getting some push down there, but I'm not sure. They're going to push over. They're going to ignore Killer from North entirely. Wow. But surely they don't need 4 tanks on that one single tank though. I mean, Win is now responding quickly, and Win just, obliterate La Creatura. And Vale, those 3 tanks sitting far behind, those 3 medium tanks really trying to farm for life. And it's all about focus fire for Vale. It's about a focus fire to make the focus fire work. Then sitting in the back will be a worthy cause. But now those buildings are going to block the shots from those medium tanks. They're now coming in, but is it going to be too little too late because they have 3 tanks down, and Blue's not going to be long for this world. I don't think those medium light tanks are going to do a great going to help a lot now. They're a little bit confused at the moment. Blue is going to go down. Win really doing a good job with the numbers. They're dividing their work nicely. Blue's now dead. But I mean, those medium tanks are not working in tandem. They are working on different targets, and that's not what you want. Those medium tanks, they don't have a lot of good armor if you don't work together. This is a main weak spot there. There we go. The Option 140 is now removed. Euro 12 is now killed, leaving the market men, the last person standing, Win, getting one back. Again, they are now leading 2-1. That ran from Tombury North seals the deal. I'm really not sure. Those 3 medium tanks sitting in the back, I don't think that's a worthy move, especially when those heavy tanks are going into the area where the medium tanks can't put shots in. It's not a worthy call, in my opinion, for them. I believe they should have gone around and actually try to support their team, and especially when we are going with quintuple Type 71s, the armor is going to be really difficult to penetrate for those medium light tanks. You really want to get to their backside and to get those shots in. And Vale, I think they look very confused here. Their communication kind of fell apart. And surely you don't need 4 tanks on one single tank, right? I would have gone for like 2 tanks on one tank and 2 tanks for the other, and I think that could have caught Win off guard a little bit. But alas, Vale they need to focus now. It's going to be a match point for Win, and Win now the momentum is on. They're working really well. Some really great decisive calls in the last 2 matches, and that what wins the games. Really, some exciting matches we are seeing. I think the old Win is kind of back, and if they keep, if current trends continue, I believe they can be a potent force to watch in the autumn season. And let's go back to Descent, and this time Vale will be on the north side with Win on the south side. Well, Win with the Sheridan again getting the spots in. Very important role he's having now. But Turtle from north is doing the same thing, so the Sheridan takes a hit actually and isn't able to get a lot of information this time. Turtle from north, very aggressive move here, but he can risk this because Vale, most of the tanks aren't there. He's actually going straight to try and get the Sheridan out, takes a hit, and Rambo from north coming in now. No, I think Win is now going to push straight in. Great call, capitalizing on Vale's separation. This is not looking good for Vale. They're looking very isolated at the moment. Shots into Fatima as well. 3 tanks of Vale coming down in the middle, but there are 3 tanks of Win from behind also dealing with that issue. Sheridan from Vale is now dead. 2 versus 1. Surely they can win that, right? Fatima's going to be removed here from this from the battlefield. Color from north is now out here. There is some room to breathe for Vale, however. Win are missing some shots. Win are bouncing shots. Rambo from north is now dead. Oh, this 2 versus 1 in the end. Vale got 1 tank killed, but that could change things. But is it too late? Because it's 3 versus 5, and Vale has half the hit points as Win. This is going to be Win, surely. Well done to Win. Well done. Great reading. Great reaction. Really quick reaction. Capitalizing on Vale being isolated and spread out. And Win surely made Vale to pay for this positioning. And wow, 3-1 for Win. Great job to Win. Picking up from the defeat against Serenity. And I think this game is going to give them hope that they could secure a top 4 spot. The Market Man is the last person standing. And it's all over for Vale. Win 3-1 against Vale. Congratulations to Win. That is some really great matches. I think the best we've seen tonight. The reactions are spot on. Really quick reactions, really good reading, and I think if they keep on playing like this, they're going to give those top level teams a hard time for sure. And Vale, they kind of lost focus on their way. The similar problem as Quick in the last matchup. They start to spread out too much, and they can't seem to kind of consolidate in the end. They can get their shots in effectively. There's no problem about that. They are experienced players, but it's really those positionings they have to be really mindful of, and this is kind of the risk you're taking if you spread out quite a lot. And Win has shown us why you need to be careful of that, because they can find the ice tanks and just go straight in, barrel in without any regrets and without any hesitation at all. Vale needs to work on the response to this, and Win, great job tonight, 3-1, and hope to see you again very soon. Okay, endgame 3-0 against Quack. That is the win they need to propel them back to the tournament. Oh no, we have Jokes 3-0 against Sparta. Wow. That is not a victory I'm expecting here. And yeah, oh, Raid still play against the Outsiders team. So we are now waiting for the results of Serenity versus APA, Immortals versus Zenith, and Raid versus Paint. Okay, so let's reload this page. So with winning against Veil, they are now above Veil in the second place, but we still have to find out whether APA won or Serenity won. But as it goes, this leaderboard is going to be really tight. And with this group 2, Quake they lost all three lost the 2 starting games tonight. They still have 3 games to go. They have Sparta, that's going to be important, Raid and Pink, or the Outsiders team. Meanwhile, Jokes has done a great job tonight. They are now in the first place with 2 wins, and that is going to be very good for them. But the challenge is on for them tomorrow, as they will be facing Outsiders team, Endgame, and also Raid. And if they can win one of them, if they can at least win one of the matches, so that could mean they could finish. They could even get top 2, if I were to be honest. But I have to say, winning 2 games tonight is probably going to put them in a good position in the top 4. And we will wait and see. Serenity 3-1 against APA. We have Ray losing to Outsiders team 1-3. So Outsiders team, they have started really well. We are going to reload this and have to show. I haven't shown that. I shown that on the stream. So for the second round, we have Outsiders team, Endgame, and Jokes getting those wins. And this is the table for tonight so far, with Jokes, Pink, Endgame, Jokes first, Pink second. Well, actually they are the same. Endgame third, Raid fourth because the point difference. Endgame loses fewer matches and Raid lost more matches. And then Quick and Sparta in 5th and 6th respectively. And tomorrow is going to be important, and Endgame has to win against Shooks if they want to stand a chance to qualify as a top 2 team. But Raid versus Endgame is also going to be crucial as well. As for Group 1, Immortals and Zenith still playing, and because Serenity wins against APA and they won against Win as well, convincingly, they are now in the first place, and Win is now in a second place currently. And it depends on whether Immortals will win or Zenith will win, and that could change stuff. So yeah. And I think Immortals versus Zenith, it will go to a tiebreaker. Just going to sip some tea. Okay. So let's. Let's start from the beginning of the slides while we wait for the results of Immortals versus Zenith. It's taking some time. Hello again. This is Wellman's Helper, and we followed tonight first Quick against Jokes and Veil versus Win. In day one, I missed some issues with the room moderating, but I'm very sure it's sorted now. Hopefully that won't damage the experience of the teams tonight. And this is the group stage format. If you want to listen to me explain about this in full detail, you should go back to the start of the stream. But it's quite self-explanatory if you just pause the stream and read through the text. And then we have the qualification format here. Again, I've explained in full detail what it means at the start of the stream. I just go back if you want more explanation on this topic. And with day one ending, tomorrow is a break, so no games. Of course, Wargaming has to make sure the update works properly. We will then be back on day 3, the Wednesday, 5th of October, with the rest of the stage 1 games played. These are the groups. We have Group 1, Veil, Win, APA, Immortals, Serenity, and Zenith. Group 2, we have Jokes, Sparta, Outsiders Team, or Pink, Endgame Raid, and Quick. These are the maps same as the summer season. And I don't have to name them all one by one. And because I'm running out of space in this slide, so I just have to kind of do an animation on that. And this is the schedule for tonight, and we've completed the schedule, hooray! And I mean, marked in the box will be the matches I was streaming tonight. So donations are as follows, and hopefully we'll receive some after the stream. But that's all for me, and let's see if I can get and see. So, just waiting for, I think Eri's streaming that at the moment. Maybe he's still streaming here, but well, we'll see. Um, 'I don't know. It's got a really long time. But surely it's ended? Has ended? I just don't know. Oh, 2-3. Two, 3 for Zenith. Zenith won that 3-2. This is going to be intense. Group 1 is a massacre. Oh my lord. Oh wow. I mean, look at the table now. Surely, Immortals haven't won single set, but they have lots of positives to take home. They barely lost against APA. Well, not barely lost. They lost on the tiebreaker, but they lost on the tiebreaker as well against Zenith. And I hope that will not dissuade them for tomorrow, because there are lots of great matches happening tomorrow against Serenity, Veil, and also Win. And these matches will define Immortals' fate And we can see 4 teams having the same number of set wins, and that is something we would like to see, the closeness of the games. Like, Vale win APA, Zenith now occupying from the 2nd to 5th place with 1 set win. Vale in the 2nd place because they got one more. They won against Zenith 3-1 using this tiebreaker, and they won more matches as well. And in this situation, the APA and also Zenith, I think they're tied in the 4th place. But Serenity has a lot of positives to take tonight. They are leading in the leaderboard so far, and they've won against APA, a really crucial opponent to win against. And on paper, they have less tough opponents to play on Wednesday, and hope that will not mean they will become complacent, because they still have to win in order to qualify. If they lose all the remaining games, then they could actually drop out. That's not what we want to see, actually. Hopefully, we are back with some tight games, and wow, Group 1 it's surely the group of death, I have to admit. Well, we'll have to see. Thanks for joining in for tonight's stream, and hopefully you'll all be back for Wednesday's stream. And this is me signing out, one of Wildman's helper. Good night all, and goodbye. Have a nice evening.